Hillary Clinton was making a speech as former Secretary of State for the Institute of Scrap Recycling Industries in Las Vegas. And shortly
a hotbed of controversy there, by the way, at the International Scrap Metal Recycling Convention in Las Vegas.
Well, shortly after she started speaking, she dodged a shoe thrown at her. And
did you see the video?
I didn't see the video.
I saw the video, and she's speaking about something, and all of a sudden it seems to come from the left-hand side of the screen. It looked like she kind of dodged out of the way, but I don't think it might have. It was hard to tell. I don't think it would have hit her anyway, but I think at first she thought it was a bat. She started to make light of it a little bit. She didn't get hit, and they apparently found a woman who apparently threw the shoe at her, and last I heard, I don't know if they had a reason why she threw it or if she was just upset with the speech. I don't know.
Well, she did have good reflexes in ducking out of the way.
It is pretty impressive,
and she did make a nice response afterwards saying, my goodness, I didn't know that solid waste management was so controversial. So apparently the woman that threw the shoe wasn't part of the convention. But for me, I'm just a little embarrassed as an adult because we're setting examples for our kids. And to have this in the news, a grown-up threw a shoe at a public figure,
Well, where does and that goes to my whole thing with the coverage of CNN's coverage of the Malaysia flight. I like the idea that they're actually covering something that's different, unique. You could say they're going overboard with the coverage. That's fine. I could debate you on that. But, I like the idea that they're getting away from such the coarse discourse that the country has become over the last 10, 12, 15 years. It's one thing to have debate, but it's another thing to just be so polarized that you can't listen to people. And we're driven to the idea that, and again, we don't know why this woman did what she did, apparently did what she did. But the idea that you're a grown-up is going to a meeting and throwing a shoe at one of the highest-ranking or former highest-ranking officials in our country, whether you agree with her or not or like her or not, there's just some things you would think you don't do. Throwing a shoe at somebody is one of those things, and it is terrible. I agree with you to see that sort of thing.
Regardless of your public, political viewpoints.
Regardless of your political views, you don't throw shoes at people.